Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Before we start, please subscribe the channel and hit the like button for the videos. Share your comments and also share the videos with your friends who are interested to know about the market. And yeah, do hit the alert button so that you get alerted whenever I post a video. So let's start this video. This video is about part 2 of scalping. In the first part, I told you about the rules of scalping, what is an scalping, the definition and the rules. So definition of scalping is to get into some momentum. If you follow to get into a momentum trade, either upward or downward, and then take a position and sell the position with minimal gain in 10 minutes. So for that I'm using a 10-minute timer. In the previous video I was just trying to explain you at the end of the video that a good scalper never loses. Okay, he will uh, as soon as his position is in profit, he will keep putting a stop loss order above his entry, or even if he may not put orders, but before it goes red he will exit. Okay, so at least a scalper will at least exit in $1 or $2 profit rather than going red. That is the main motive of a scalper, because the pro scalpers, they are taking heavy positions. They are taking, say, 10 contracts, 20 contracts of an option, or they are buying, say, 100 shares of Tesla or 500 shares of some companies like Facebook. Okay, so they can't afford to lose too much on the downside, so they exit quickly. So this is the reason why scalpers exit their trades soon, and they try to exit in profit. So these 6 points we have already discussed in my previous video. Please go through that. In this video I'll be talking about how do we set up our chart, okay, for uh, for our scalping purpose. Okay, so first of all, my way of scalping is we'll choose 5 liquid stocks and we have to scalp within them only, because every day you know how these stocks are performing, you know past 2-3 days how it has been doing, you know past few weeks, past few months. Okay, so based on that you can clearly decide whether the stock is in monthly uptrend, weekly uptrend, downtrend, or daily uptrend, downtrend. You can just judge that way also. And also it's easy if you have only 5 stocks. You don't have to keep roaming around the market looking and trying to identify the stock. You can, these 5 stocks I have chosen for myself. You can choose your own 5 stocks, and you have to keep doing within these 5 only for, say, a duration of 1 year or 2 year, until unless any one of these stocks are dead, there is no movement, or there is some really bad things going around that stock. Until that time you can keep doing scalps on these 5 stocks itself. These are my list, I'm just saying. You can create your own list. Make sure you have enough liquidity in the stock, you have enough volume in the stock, as well as volume in the options. Okay, so these are my 5 stocks. As I said, Tesla, I trade the stock, I don't trade the options. I trade options for SPY, DA, FB and Apple. Tesla, sometimes I do trade the stock for scalping purpose. Okay, so let's go to the chart analysis. So let me open the SPY chart first. Okay, so before we go ahead to decide, how do we decide whether this stock is good for today's scalping or not? That is the first question. If it is good, what is the direction? For that, the first thing is you need to start with 2 hour chart. You have to do this at 10 a.m. around, as I said in my previous video. You don't have to trade for first 40 minutes. So first 30 minutes you let the market settle, then spend the 10 minutes time from 10 a.m. to 10 a.m. to decide your stock and its direction. With that said, I'll first go into 2 hour chart of SPY or any stock, any of these 5 stocks. what has the stock been doing? So this is today was 24th March. Okay. I can see that till yesterday on 23rd March the stock made a deep red candle towards the closing. Okay, so I would say SPY was in, this is a very big candle. This red candle, as you can see, it started from 393 and the candle ended at 389. So it was around $4 candle, $4 red candle, which is a very big candle. So definitely it declares that the stock was uh, in a big bearish mode at the end of the previous day, that was 23rd of March. Okay, then there was a little bit consolidation, or I would say a little bit bounce back, which is very minimal. This is a this type of a candle which has no body and only wicks. It is an indecision candles. You cannot decide anything based on that candle. Okay, you can learn more about candles, what story the candle tells. All these kind of videos, they are there on the YouTube, and they are there in Google notes also. You can able to find books on them. Okay, let's start with today's thing. So this is my 9:30 candle. Okay, uh, if I see that this did make a 2-hour green candle, but it is not strong enough to cross above the red candle, which was very big candle yesterday. So I will not touch, definitely, since it is in downtrend, and in the first 2 hours, that is starting 9:30 to 11:30, it is showing me a green candle. So I won't go for a green mode. I won't go for a bullish mode on this stock. Let me drill down to smaller time frames for understanding. Let me directly switch to 30 minutes. So you can see that this is 24th March, 9:30 a.m. The first candle, the first 30-minute candle was a small red candle. Okay, so here at 10 a.m. you can see, uh, again we'll drill down to another 15-minute time frame. Okay, okay, so here it is. Yeah, the first candle is at 9:30 to 9:45. It is at VWAP. The VWAP is the green line, sorry, the black line. I'll just hide the other line, we'll talk about it. The VWAP is the black line, as you can see. It is across the black line, 9:30 to 9:45. Again the red candle is across the black line, 9:45 to 10. Okay, so till here I don't have a direction on SPY. Okay, next candle, 10 a.m. to 10:15, I don't have a direction. When I say I don't have a direction, what do I mean actually? uh, when you say that you have a direction, a complete candle a complete candle should be above the VWAP line. Okay, so that is when I say, okay, uh, now this stock is having a direction. But before we go there, we have to also remember the 2-hour chart. In 2-hour chart, what have we analyzed? We have analyzed from the 2-hour chart of SPY that SPY is in bearish mode starting from say 1:30 p.m. on the previous day, that was 23rd March. 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. the 2-hour candle is a big red candle, which clearly indicates that SPY is in recent bearish mode. So first of all, I am not looking for a bull trade or a call trade on SPY as of now. Till when? Till it goes above 393.5, because you can let me go back here. So this candle is 393. Okay, till it goes reasonably above this line 393.50, I would say I am not searching for a bullish trade at all in SPY. Okay, so this candle is, again I'm switching back to 15-minute mode and the VWAP. This candle is touching the VWAP. I cannot trade anything. This candle is, you might be seeing that this is above the VWAP, but it is touching the VWAP, so I am not considering it. Again, this particular candle is the full candle is above VWAP. Okay, you can take it, but it is above VWAP, so it indicates bullish trend. Okay, again I will refer back to my 2 hour chart. Am I looking for a bullish trade on SPY based on the 2 hour chart? No, I am not. So I will just wait. I'll leave all these candles which are above VWAP or which are touching VWAP. I leave all these candles. I will not touch them because I'm not at all looking for a bullish trade on SPY until SPY crosses 393.5, which is here. You can see my line 393.6, 393.5. Till this line is crossed, I am not looking for a bullish trade on SPY because of the 2 hour chart consideration. There was a deep red candle. I will consider a bullish trend only if I go above that deep red candle of 2 hour chart. Okay, I'm looking for a bearish candle which should be a complete 15-minute candle, should be below the VWAP. So you see this candle, you can read the VWAP over here and the candle details over here, you can see. So this particular candle, if you say the open of the candle was 391.36, that was the high of the candle 391.36, and the VWAP is 391.5. So this candle is completely below the VWAP. Okay, okay, so now I have decided I am ready for a bearish trade on SPY. What is the time? The time is 1 p.m. You can see at the bottom, you can see the time over here. Okay, so the time of this candle is 1 to 1:15. Okay, when do I make an entry? Now the next question is, when do I make an entry? For making an entry, okay, I will go for another indicator line. I'll go for EMA. You can just search in your in your FX in your functions, and you can search for EMA. Just you need only one EMA. Okay, so you can click this EMA. I'll close this. With EMA, please go into the settings. Okay, in settings, okay, so let's not select this one. EMA means exponential moving average. Okay, so let me search. Okay, this three EMA, this one is a good one. This is in my favorites. Okay, so it's already selected on my chart, so I'll just close this. Okay, let me close and select again. I'll go here, I'll select this 3 EMA, then I will close this. Now I'll go into the settings of this. I'll go to the inputs. First EMA 1, I will make it to 9. Okay, EMA 2, if you want, you can make it 21, and EMA 3 you can make as 31, sorry, 50. So 9, 21 and 50. uh, Actually we don't need EMA 2 and EMA 3, in case, I'm just saying, in case if you try to. And I don't need to plot EMA, these two, EMA 2 and 3 I don't want to plot, so I'll remove them from vision. I will color this, I'll give it a green color and a line over here. Okay, so now I have plotted my 9 EMA on my chart. Where was I? Where are we? We are here at 1 p.m. when a complete candle uh, was there below the 9 EMA. Now from here I will switch to 5-minute chart. I am looking for a trade. Where I will look for it, how I will look for a trade. Yeah, one more thing before we proceed. You need to also check the RSI. You should have a falling RSI. So this candle, you can see it is here, and the previous, from the previous candle it was here, from the previous candle it was here. So the RSI is continuously going downward in 15-minute chart. Okay, so this is a very important. Don't skip RSI ever. You must have an RSI. Sometimes, even though the candles are falling, even though they are making a low, the RSI might rise. Okay, that is called RSI divergence. Even though the candles formed a lower low, but RSI made a higher low, so that is a RSI divergence. which I have explained in my swing trading analysis. You can refer the video that indicates a bullish trend. Okay, before we go, let me try to put it in a line. Okay, so this is the line view. I just removed the candle view. I have identified my trade over here. Okay, at this point. Okay, what I will do is I will not take a trade over here. Whenever you identify the trade, the stock will tend to move upward till where the stock will tend to move upward till it touches or crosses little bit with the 9 EMA. Okay, it will test the 9 EMA for sure. I won't say for sure, most likely. Okay, let me use the lines. Okay, so I will look for this formation. Okay, and then I will look for another formation like this. Okay, where is my entry? My entry will be at this point, little bit below this point. Okay, this over here, this will be my entry. Okay, this will be my entry. So based on that understanding, what was the price over here? The price of SPY was 390.26. Okay, I will allow SPY to touch the 9 EMA. I will just wait. It will touch once for sure in a 5-minute chart, not in 15 minutes. In a 5-minute chart, I'll let it touch the. I'll change it. We'll show you. I will let it touch the 9 EMA, and then when it falls little bit lower, maybe the line I draw is bit highly lower. Um, yeah, this is good. Okay, this okay. Based on the line, yeah, based on the line I'm showing you. Suppose based on the red line which I drew, suppose if I stopped at 390.03, my entry point is 389.75. Okay, so little bit lower than the previous low on a 5-minute chart. So this is my entry point. Okay, and you will see the most likely the stock will continue in the downward direction, and you can book quick profits within 10 minutes. You will get quick profits on your SPY, and you can book your profit and exit from the market. Okay, so this is a formation, this kind of a formation with which I will look. Once I identify the trade, I will let it bounce back to the 9 EMA, and then I'll let it fall, and I will enter just below the recent low, little bit below the recent low, and I will allow the stock to make a lower low, and I will book my profits on my bearish trade, whether it is a put or whether you have done a short sell. Okay, let me delete these lines. Okay, when we have to how we have to do that in a 5-minute chart. Now remember, we have identified a trade at 1 p.m. 1 to 1:15 p.m. So it's already 1:15 p.m., not 1 p.m. 1:15. This candle is started at 1 p.m., ended at 1:15. This is a 15-minute candle. Now I'm switching to 5-minute, and where I will go, I will go to 1:15. Okay, so yeah, this is 1 p.m. This is you can see the time over here. Each candle is 5 minutes. This is my candle. Okay, 1:15. This is my candle. What is the low of the candle? You can read from here. The low of the candle is just 390, 389.99. So consider it is 390. 390 is the low. I will allow the stock to touch back to the this line, or it may even cross it, and then I will enter say 20-25 cents below 390, which would be 389.75. So I will check this particular candle, What is the low of this candle? This is you can see the low over here, 389.93. So even now I do not have an entry on this candle. Also I did not get an entry. It went up again. Okay, fine, let it go. uh, it crossed the 9 EMA, but crossing 9 EMA, it just did not cross remarkably above 9 EMA, means the candle did not close remarkably above 9 EMA. What I mean by remarkably is maybe around 60 cents or 70 cents above the 9 EMA. It did not happen. It's just 20-25 cents above the 9 EMA. Also, the stock was not able to give a closing above the VWAP. Okay, so these two things did not happen, and I will drop, even though it gave a closing on the candle above the VWAP. I'm still in bearish mode, but if it forms a totally new full 5 minute itself, no need to go 15, 5 minute candle itself, a complete candle above the VWAP, I will drop my plan for a bearish trade if it forms. Okay, if it forms a complete 5 minute candle above the VWAP line without touching the VWAP line even with the wicks, then I will drop my plan for a bearish trade. I will start looking for a bullish trade, or I will just drop the stock itself. I'll switch to some other stock. Okay, as of now it has not given a closing above the VWAP. Okay, my entry I have decided over here, it was 390 and 389.75, but it gave me a new low over here, 389.93. let me go 20 cents below that, so that would be 389.73, to be round off 389.70. okay, I'm looking for an entry at 389.70. again it went up, down, down. Now the time you can see over here is 14:45, that is 2:45 p.m. Now this is at 2:50 p.m. What is the low of this candle? The low of this candle was 389.64, means you got an entry over here. Okay, you got an entry at 389.70. okay, where we are looking for a profit, we are looking for a profit within 10 minutes. I will look for a profit that would be approximately, say, 40 cents, 30 to 40 cents itself on SPY. If you get, you can make at least 1/3 of your delta, whatever delta, as I explained in my previous video. The delta you choose for your option, it should be around 35 cents or more, not less than 30 cents for sure, because so that if the stock moves up or down by 40-45 cents, you get more than 10 or 12 cents to book your gains. Okay, so yeah, here we got an entry at entry in SPY at 389.7. then we'll see the next candle. The next candle made a low of 389.5, and the next candle made a low of 389.4. okay, so uh, we have only 10 minutes for this trade, so we have to exit our trade here at 389.4, which is around 30 cents, so you get 1/3 of your delta. So that was a scalp for this particular trade, for this particular setup. Again, since it went up, so we will mark this low. This was 389.4. Next entry will be 20 cents below 389.41. so my next entry, let me move it across. You can see that it went up, it touched the 9 EMA line, and again it came back. It is not, the stock is not going above the 9 EMA line until unless it has the it changes to a bullish trend. Till it is in a bearish trend, it will stay below or below the 9 EMA. It will just touch it and come back. So here again you can see it touched and it came back. My entry should be at 389.20. Do I have an entry here? No. Do I have an entry in this candle? The low is 389.35. No. Do I have an entry in this candle? Yes, you have an entry in this candle because it opened at 389.41 and then it formed a low of 389.86. So you did get an entry at 389.20. Okay, we have only 10 minutes, so we'll check only next two candles. So next candle, it made a low of 388.64. okay, it is also good enough for a profit. You get more than 50 cents. You get half the delta. Okay, so if your delta is 35 cents, you can book your profit with 17 cents or maybe 18 cents. If you see the next candle, it again it is a very small candle, 388.62. so not much difference in these two candles. Okay, so here you can exit your trade. That is around 50 cents you found on your scalp. Okay, so this was explanation how to enter and exit the trade. Okay, but I will strongly suggest not to trade scalps after 3:15 p.m., 3:10, 3:15, 3:10 p.m., or I would say 3 p.m. Let's for the beginners, I would say in the last hour, 3 to 4 p.m., you would have often seen that market totally reverses its trend. Okay, many a times you might have recognized a bullish trend from 2:30 to 3 p.m. and then from 3 to 4 p.m. A profit booking starts and it reverses the trend and everything goes red. Okay, so even though you identify a good scalp, I would strongly suggest not to scalp from 2:30 to 2 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Earliest means the latest you can enter a trade is to 2:45 p.m. so that you get an exit before 3 p.m. All time that I'm saying is in Eastern. Okay, so this was about SPY. Okay, morning I did not have a trade because I was looking for a bearish trade based on the 2-hour candle. Okay, now let us check the same thing with Facebook. Okay, this is my 2-hour candles. Okay, this is this is the last candle of 23rd March, which started at 1:30 p.m. and this one. So these two candles, uh, this one is a deep red candle and again this one is a deep red candle. Okay, so and with the view of this VWAP and the 9 EMA lines also, they both are pointing downward. Okay, so you can clearly understand that you are looking for only a bearish trade on FB. Okay, or I would say FB is now in a bearish mode on the weekly basis. Okay, so FB is on a bearish mode on the weekly basis. I'm looking for bearish trades only for FB. That is first thing I have already pre-decided. Until then, I'm looking for bearish trades on Facebook until it crosses above this candle. I would say it crosses above this candle, which is 296, $297. So until Facebook cross above 297 mark, I will keep looking for bearish trades only on FB, irrespective of the index being green or red. Again, this is another thing which I have already said. If the index is green, look for green trades. Leave Facebook. Select something else which can give you a bullish trade. If the index is red, then only look for bearish trades. If the index is red, okay, then you should not look for bullish trades. Especially I'm saying, if the index is green, never look for a bearish trade. This is for sure. If the index, the Facebook belongs to the Nasdaq, if the Nasdaq index or the tech index is green, don't look for bearish trades at all. Leave it. You cannot. Yeah, if the index is red and Facebook is outperforming the market, if Facebook is going green, you may look for bullish trends. It is okay. Means you can try. You can still take trades. Index being red and you are taking bullish trade, it is okay. But index being green, never take bearish trades. Okay. So yeah, I have analyzed with the 2 hour chart. Now I'm looking for downtrend in bearish trend in Facebook. Let me directly switch to 15-minute candles. My first step is I will wait until I get a complete candle below the VWAP. Okay, so this is my 24th March. Let me increase the candle size little bit so for more visibility. Okay, so this is 24th March. This candle is touching VWAP. This candle is touching VWAP. This candle is touching VWAP. No. 10:30 a.m. No. 10:45 a.m. No. 11 a.m. No. Everything is going up and down above the VWAP. I don't have a trend at all. Okay. Then this is 11 a.m. No. This is 11:15 a.m. No. This one is a big red candle at 11:30 a.m. to 11:45. Let us check the low of the candle and the VWAP. So VWAP you can see here and low of the candle over here. So low of the candle is 287.19 and VWAP is 287.78. Okay, sorry, high of the candle is 289.79 and VWAP is at 289.78, means it just touched it, but it touched. So I will skip this candle also. Okay, I will wait for next candle. Okay, this was at 11:30 to 11:15. Now this candle formed at 11:45 to 12. This candle, this particular candle is totally below the VWAP. Even the wicks of this candle is not touching the VWAP line. Okay, now I have defined a bearish mode on Facebook over here at 11:45 to 12, means I am at 12 noon. 12 noon Eastern. I have defined. Sorry, not defined. I have identified my bearish entry on Facebook. Okay. Now this is at 12 noon. This candle which I am pointing currently started at 11:45 and end at 12 noon. So now I will first make it to 5 minutes. I will directly go to 12 noon and I will put my 9 EMA on the chart. I will show you the seconds. Okay, so you can see the 9 EMA is there. Okay, I will increase this so that you can see the candles little bigger and better. Okay, I'll directly move to 12 noon where I have identified that it is in bearish mode. Okay, this is the point. What point is it? 285.64. I will add 20 cents. I'll reduce 20 cents from it. That would be 285.44. Okay, so let's round off 285.45. Next, and I'll allow the stock to go up. It will touch the 9 EMA and it will come back to 285.45. That will be my entry. Okay, so it came down, but it did not come to 285.45. Here also no. Till here 12:55 to 1 p.m. also no. All these are 5-minute candles. It did not come. It started from 12 noon. It spent 1 hour within that range, within this range. Okay, let me draw that line. Okay, it remained within this range. Sorry, it remained within this range from till 1 p.m. 12:55 to 1 p.m. it remained in this range. Now here at 1 p.m. it crossed. Okay, what was the entry that we decided? Our entry was sorry, here you can read the low of this candle. The low of this candle was yeah, 285.69. So we have decided 285.45 will be our entry, because I will as explained, I will allow the stock to go up and it will let it go down. Okay, by the also one more important thing, I already switched to 5 minute chart, but in 15-minute chart you have to check the RSI also. The RSI should be a falling RSI. Okay, it should be a downtrend RSI. I have these lines here, so I don't want to change. Okay, I can change actually. It's okay. That was at 12 noon here. Okay, you can see that RSI is here, and RSI was traveling downward since long time. It is still going downward. Okay, I'll switch back to 5 minutes. So here at 1 p.m. I get my entry. What is my entry? You can see at the side over here. Okay, what my entry is, yeah, 285.45 is my entry with puts on Facebook. Okay, I am looking for 10-minute trade from here. This is 1 p.m. Facebook has been downtrend on 2-hour chart. Good. Facebook has a 15-minute candle below the VWAP. Good. Facebook has a 9 EMA falling downward. Good. We are good for a trade. Okay, we have identified our entry at 285.65, and then 20 cents below, that is 285.45. We have identified our entry. Okay, did it touch the 9 EMA and come back? Yes. RSI is falling? Yes. 9 EMA is pointing downwards, it's keep moving downwards? Yes. VWAP is keep moving downwards? Yes. Okay, VWAP keep moving downward is not required. It might be straight also, but 9 EMA should be moving downward. Okay, if you have a pro user account, you can also use HMA, that is Hull moving average. Hull moving average just says whether the stock is going up or down. Okay, if the HMA is going down, that's it. It's same as 9 EMA going down. Okay, but that is not required. HMA is not required. You can stick to 9 EMA itself. We have identified our trade at 285.45. We'll wait for 10 minutes and see where we have the profit. So this particular candle made a low of 285.07. So this candle gave me a 40 cents. Okay, next candle, which is a 5-minute candle, this candle gave me the low is 284.47. It is $1 below our entry, means you got the complete delta. That is enough. That's it. You don't need to stay more than this on your trade. You entered when Facebook was 285.45. Now Facebook is at 284.47. Entered 285.45. Now it is 284.47. In 5 minutes you are done. You got $1. You got complete delta. That will be around 35 to 40 cents. That's it. You have to take that profit and exit. Okay, still if you want to make some traders, some pro traders, and they take say 3 or 4 contracts, they will sell, they will leave only one contract. They will leave one contract and they will sell the rest. They will wait for another 5 to 10 minutes to check what happens. But for beginners, I won't recommend that. I will recommend exit on first profit. Try to aim for 5 to 7% profit and exit. If you get more than 5% or around 7%, exit the trade. That's enough. That's enough for your scalp. Okay, if you see this candle made a low of, here you can see 283.73, which is 40 and 30, 70 cents more. So now you get $1.70 in 10 minutes. Starting from here, within 10 minutes you get $1.70 below your entry on Facebook. Bearish entry. We have sold, we have shorted Facebook, or we have taken puts. So we have bearish good entry, bearish entry. We earned 1.7 points, $1.7 on Facebook stock. That would be around 1.5 times of your more than 1.5 times of your delta on your put option. So that was a huge profit. That's a great profit that you can expect on your put trade, put scalp for Facebook. So Facebook was the best scalp on put side for today. That came at 1 p.m. Okay. Now I'm already 39 minutes on this video. Okay, let me quickly show you. Okay, let's see which one you want to see, Apple or BA. BA was bullish in the morning. Let's go with that itself. Okay. So yeah, with BA again, this is a 2-hour chart as you can see. I'm bearish on BA. First thing, with looking at this itself, I can directly say I'm bearish on BA, the 2-hour chart. Okay. Even though BA was highly green at the morning, that is for day traders and swing traders, but not for scalpers. Scalpers will not enter BA on bullish side until unless BA crosses a this particular at least half of the red candles. So half of the red candles, I would say this is at 253.7. So until BA goes above this, I won't enter bullish trade for BA for scalps. Okay. I'll directly switch to 15 minutes. Okay. So this is my 24th. All these candles are above my VWAP. I'll remove the 9 unit to remove confusion. Okay, now this particular candle, you can see this happened at 11:15 a.m. 11:15 to 11:30 a.m. 11:30 a.m. this candle closed, and this candle made a low of 244.87. Okay, and this complete candle was below the VWAP. Okay, now index in yeah, but one more problem we had today. Morning time at 11:15, the Dow Jones index was 200 green. Okay, 200 Dow Jones index was 200 green, so I would suggest not to take a bearish trade on BA. BA is a Dow Jones script. Okay, yeah, Nasdaq was red, so you can take Facebook put is fine, but not on BA. Still, let us analyze. Ignoring that fact, let us quickly analyze this. What do we have on the RSI? RSI is falling downward. Okay, this full candle is below the VWAP. Let me switch on my 9 EMA. Let me increase the size of the candles. Okay, I identified our trade at yeah, we have identified our trade at 11:15 to 11:30. Okay, 11:30. What is the low of this candle? Uh, the low of this candle is 244.87. Now I'll switch to 5 minutes. So 11:30. Okay, over here. Okay, I'll allow the stock to touch back. It did not touch. It went below my entry point directly. Even that is also okay. You can enter 244.34. So your entry is 244.14. Below 244.14 you can enter. So if you enter over here, or in this candle, if you enter, you get a low of 243.31, which is a nice one. Again, if you give another 5 minutes, you get a low of 243.02. Okay, but I would recommend let it come to the 9 EMA line once. Okay, if it came to the 9 EMA line, then it has formed a low over here at 242.53. So now this is my new entry, 242.53 minus 20 cents, that is 242.33. okay, so it spent the lot of time in this range. Okay, and finally it came over here. This is 2:30 p.m. Okay, RSI is downward. The 15-minute candle is below VWAP. 9 EMA is pointing downward, and it touched the 9 EMA and came down. My entry should be what I said, 242 point. Low was 242.55, so my entry should be low 242.35. Okay, so in this candle I get my entry at 242.35, because yeah, this candle formed a low of 241.9, it seems. Okay, In the next 5 minutes, my low is 241.51, which is a good one. In the next, even if you want to wait full 10 minutes, you can see the low is 240.63. So this is again around $1.50 red on BA from your entry, which is again around uh, that is 150% of your delta, means 1.5 times of your delta you get on your put side if you take this trade. Okay, so this is how you define your entry, and you have to exit in the first profit that you get. Avoid trading after 3 p.m. You have to make sure you enter before around 2:45 p.m. and you are able to exit before 3 p.m. Okay, from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. there can be sudden means unpredicted moves in the market. It can totally change the direction of the trade or direction of the analysis, whatever you have done till now. Okay. I can show you the Apple again. So Apple was also in a bearish trend. This is way with 9 EMA. If you try over here, suppose if I take this particular point, this is at 121.09. I'll look for an entry below 120.90. Okay, so I get my entry over here at 120.90, and within 10 minutes I get a low of 120 point, yeah, 120.65. Okay, so the other stocks which we have seen, we got 50 cents on a 200 on 300 stock. This is Apple. It is just $120, so we got a great move. Again, around 50 cents you got the move if you have traded over here. And again, if you take this as a mark, 120.68, and if you try to enter below over here, you can enter your scalp here and you can make a quick profit here, and again enter here and make a profit here. Okay, so this is how you identify your entry based on the direction of the stock. Okay, and this is how you define your entry for a scalp. You have to exit on the first profit that you get within 10 minutes. So basically, till now what you have understood, this is a full process I try to explain you. Okay, if you make sure you follow all the steps which I said on this process, including the index one also. Okay, so as I said, the Dow Jones was green around till 2 p.m. The Dow Jones was green, so I will not look for a bearish trade on going the BA. Nasdaq was red, so yeah, Apple and Facebook we can trade downward, but BA I won't scalp downward if the index is green. So all these factors, if you keep in mind and if you try to take a scalp, definitely your chances of success on your scalp will increase. Also, don't keep limit orders for your sell position. Okay, stick to the screen for say 10 minutes. As I just told, I don't even go anywhere, not even to take water, or even I skip to go restroom for 10 minutes, and just on the screen I'll try to exit as soon as possible. Okay, once you have practiced this all for say 2 months on paper trading, you can also try doing the advanced way. Within 10 minutes exit around 90% of your exposure or 90% of your position, and hold one contract or hold 2 or 3 shares for another 10 minutes. Just try to see what happens. Okay, uh, if you get with a stop loss, definitely make sure that on the total trade you don't lose your money. Okay, your principal account balance, so make sure you do not lose that on scalping trades. Okay. So you can sell say if you got 5 contracts, sell 4 contracts, hold one contract for another 10-15 minutes and see how the market because since you have identified a complete bearish trend. Okay, so it's most likely that the bearish trend will continue, or if you identify the bullish trend, it's most likely and it's most, I would say, more certain that the bullish trend will continue, because when markets are bullish, they are really bullish. They go well high up, and the premium on the calls are also very high. They rise quickly. Okay. So I believe I covered what I wanted to say in this chart analysis video. The two, the three important, mm, the three important, what to say, these we want to put, that is VWAP, EMA, and the indicators. Sorry, the indicators, the VWAP, 9 EMA, and RSI. So VWAP, 15-minute candle should be below, complete 15-minute candle should be below VWAP, including the wicks. If the wick is also touching VWAP, don't trade. Okay. Look for next candle which is completely below the VWAP or completely above the VWAP for a bullish. Okay. Yeah, you might be thinking I showed you all the bearish trades. Let me go to the previous Facebook days and I will show you a bullish trade. Okay, so here this complete candle was above the VWAP and the 9 EMA. If I switch to 5-minute candle, this is the place where I decide my trade, that is $295. I will add around 20 cents, so 295.25 I would say. I get my entry over here, 295.2. Okay, and this is a 15-minute candle. Oh, this is a 5-minute candle, sorry. So I get an exit here at 296. Within 10 minutes I get a great move. Okay, so this is how you, same thing, the same analysis which I showed you on bearish trend. I showed you whatever came today. Okay, I didn't mean to show you only bearish trades. I just showed you whatever came today, how I analyzed or how I would have taken a trade today on scalps. Okay, so three indicators important. VWAP, you have to check on 15 minute, then 9 EMA, you have to check that a 5 EMA candle should come back and touch the 5 EMA and then start. You have to enter the trade when it crosses above the previous high of the previous candle, or the previous, you understood, right? Yeah, this candle, so this candle made a high over here, so previous high plus 20 cents, so that will be my entry. Okay, like that. And then you must see RSI on 15 minute. The RSI should be, yeah, so for bullish trades, for 15 minute the RSI should be rising, so you can see the RSI is rising over here. Okay. So these all things you have to check before you enter a scalp. This is a complete process. Please let me know for any questions or anything if you didn't understand. I don't think I missed anything. I tried to explain all the details which I wanted to. Thank you all for joining. Make sure, if you like this video, make sure to click like, share the video with your friends who would like to learn the scalping process and methods, and also hit the alert button so that you get notified when I post the next video. Thank you all. Thank you again.